Hello everyone, this is Nova Xiao-Long, and welcome to my walkthrough for Final Fantasy X. Now, this won't be a platinum run, but I will do my best to get as many trophies as I can along the way. Unlike the last game I played, Digimon Next World Order, I actually have a lot of experience with this one. And, sorry, I'm gonna skip this because, well, it's the opening scene, so I'm not really, spoiling much. Anyways, so I played this game dozens upon dozens of times. It is one of my all-time favorites. I think I was like, let's see, came out in '02, yeah, so I was probably around, let's see, I want to say 10, 12 or so, something like that. Let's see, let me get a calculator. Oh, sorry. I'm bad at mental math, guys. Please forgive me. Oh, I was around 7, somewhere between 7 and 10 when I first played this game. So, I've put probably a good 1,000 hours into this game altogether throughout my many playthroughs. I don't know if you see it on screen, but I really should check this before I upload it just in case. But I will be getting as many trophies as I can along the way, but I won't be getting all of them. I warn you now. Especially this one, Chocobo Rider. Win a race with a catcher chocobo with a total time of 000. I have never once succeeded in that, and I doubt I ever will. Same with defeating Penance. I doubt I'll be beating him anytime soon either. At least not until I get Yojimbo to where he one-shots basically everything on screen. Because yes, I will be using that cheat. Okay, without further ado, let's start. Let's see, it's tempting to take the expert because it's something different, but I'm gonna go with standard because this is the original sphere grid minus a few changes. I'm gonna go with the original soundtrack too. This can be changed later if I do want something different, but I feel like the original kind of captured everything great. God, I love the song.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Sorry, adjusting to the controls again. It's been a little bit. Okay, so that song in the beginning is one of my all-time favorites. It's called To Xanarkin, for those not in the know. And I absolutely adore it. I'm not usually one for orchestra music. In fact, I'm usually the type that prefers rock and roll, like Bon Jovi, country music. But I do have kind of a wide variety of tastes, really, that includes a lot of different branching stuff. There's very few types of music that I don't like. Sadly, that does include most rap. I'm not really saying it's bad music, mind you. It's just not for me. There's a few rap songs out there, like Dax has a bunch of good ones. Eminem. But outside of, you know, some exceptional artists, that I think it's more the content that really gets me. Like, for example, 50 Cent's Lollipop, I think the name of the song was. How it's all sexual and stuff. I don't really like that type of music too much, even in like the old 80s musics, like the Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, all those guys. I've always been more fond of like their ballads, where it's more like a romantic song versus like their more sexualized stuff, you know? My personal taste, though. Can't open up the menu yet, so sorry if things are loud. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
Let's see. Now here is the first point of contention I have with the game. Not the naming, no. How his name is pronounced. Now, the English voice actor, likes the name Titus better. But I was raised in a, I won't say classically Christian home, but one where the Bible was prevalent. My family didn't force the stuff down my throat, but they did make sure I could pronounce some stuff. And it's pronounced Titus. Not Titus, Titus. And it bugs the heck out of me. Of course, it doesn't matter this time. Usually I keep it the same. But for channel purposes, he's going to be Nova this time. Oop. There we go. There we are. So yeah, that's my main thing. I don't like how most people call him Titus, and it all started with Kingdom Hearts. They made a mistake on how it was pronounced, and the guy said he liked it better that way, and everyone started calling it Titus. And I don't like it that way, because it's Titus. That's where I stand on that argument. Again, to each their own. I'm not here to start a fight. It's just something that it's a pet peeve. It bugs me. Okay, let's continue.
Good luck tonight!
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
He's blocking the front row! Fifth from the right!
Got it.
I'll do my best not to spoil anything, but like I said, I've played this game several times before, so some of this is like cringy to me because I know what he doesn't, and I feel more like I'm in certain characters' shoes more than him because I can see why they don't mention certain things. And you can pick it up pretty easy if you're observant, but yeah. No spoilers.
Can you sign this?
No prob.
Please?
Alrighty.
Me too!
Take it easy.
Okay.
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well,
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, checked, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa. Didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Abes from A East and the Duggles from C South. I know there's a lot of people out there today to see the star of the Abes. In just 1 year, he's become the team's #1 player. He's Jack's blood and the new hope of Blitzball. What kind of super play will he show us today? Will we see his father's legendary shot? I don't think I'm the only one excited here, folks.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to let scenes like that, where it's like I can move around and stuff, play out without talking. But no promises if they spring up, you know, without my knowledge. Or rather, with me forgetting they were there.
Make way, make way! Coming through, sorry. Hey, I'm gonna be late. Hey, let go of me.
I kind of wish they let us explore more of Xanarkand, like in a prequel game or something. I honestly would have loved to see like the story of how this all started. That would be awesome. Talk about your rough game. Well, that was an interesting start.
Orin! What are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about?
Sorry. I'm trying to remember half this stuff. been a year or two since I played. Trying to talk to as many people as possible.
It begins.
What?
Don't cry.
What the? Huh? Hey, wait! Hey, not this way.
Look. We called it sin.
Sin?
Lovely. Still grosses me out to this day. Don't know why.
Take it. A gift from Jack.
My old man?
I hope you know how to use it.
Okay, now,
These ones don't matter. We cut through.
the way he holds that sword bugs the tar out of me. He's got the side that has the main portion of the blade facing himself, and the side that he uses to attack, that hook part, isn't sharpened. If it was sharpened on both sides, and you want to go with the theme of he's attacking with the hooked side, okay, that's fine. But it's not. It's just that one spot towards the tip that's sharpened. Sorry, there is some of this game that...
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
Yeah, a lot of this first part is almost like full cutscene. Keep running, morons. So I'm trying not to talk too much here.
Get out of my town!
Some can't wait to die.
Okay, so I'm gonna do like I did in my last game playthrough. I'll leave the thing on screen long enough for you to read it, but I'm not going to keep it on for long, because I know most of this game by heart, so. Also, it is impossible to die on this, whether you mess up with this overdrive or not, because it kills all the minions, and the guy there only uses Demi, and it only takes away a percentage of your health. It's not an attack that can kill, so don't worry too much about, sorry, that's why I shouldn't talk while I'm doing these. But yeah, don't worry too much about healing or anything. First time I played this game, I wasted all my early game potions and stuff on this fight. Also, with Titus, his overdrive, my Nova guy, use it as much as possible, because how he gains overdrives is by using his overdrive. You gotta use it like 80 times or something like that total. No. I think it's 20 for the first overdrive. After that, you gotta use it a further 40 for the next, and so on and so forth until you get all 4 of them. And that was our first boss of the game. More a tutorial boss, but still. Now, a lot of people miss this, but there is a save right here. Okay, nope, still can't. Sorry, I was trying to get the main menu open, but I don't think I'll be able to yet.
What are you laughing at, old man? Alright, let's get out of here.
We're expected.
Huh? Give me a break, man.
I like how they were standing in the perfect spot not to get hit. Okay, now in this fight, you'll want to focus on the ones with the flickering wings. The rest don't do as much damage.
This could be bad. That! Knock it down!
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
Okay, so after he says that, do focus most of your attacks on the, at least as much as possible, on that. I do this to limit the damage I take. I probably could survive easily enough without having to worry about the flickering, but this is good practice for there are certain bosses that do certain what's the word? Gimmicks and stuff. And this is good practice for those gimmicks. Take care of the issue, move on to the main target. And there we go. Run!
Go.
I like how they were just standing there. Oh, this is a familiar scene.
Warren! Warren!
If in reverse.
You are sure? This is it. This is your story. It all begins here.
I'm sorry, but knowing what sin is and the way that hole looked,
Hey. Hey!
even as a kid,
Old man?
it looked like you were, you know, this is something to see for later in the game. But it looked like you were basically being absorbed into Sin's rear end. This is a good view of how big Xanarkand really was. The camera's slowly rotating, and I don't believe the game will continue until I actually go down. But I just wanted to let you guys kind of see how big this city was. I honest to God would have loved to see more of this city in like a different game. That would have been so cool. Like a prequel game to this one where you could like find Sin's origins and explore it more, you know? Maybe have certain characters that end up bad guys in this game be your main protagonist there. That would be awesome. I do love that design, basically. Okay, let's go. Continue the story. We'll see more of this later, after all. Much, much later, but later. Okay, where am I? Ah, there. Can you guess who that is? This is one of the games that will send you to what is essentially the final boss's room before you actually get to the final boss. Kind of spoils it, I know. I'm sorry for that. But it is kind of cool.
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
Here we are.
Anybody there? Aaron! Hey!
And here we go. Oh, finally. Okay, configure. On. Short. On. Okay. So this is the basic stats. Weapon and shield, all that good stuff. Titus is a speed-based fighter. Of course, all that really doesn't matter in the end, because this game does not level up in a traditional sense. Later you'll get the sphere grid, which is like the area right after this area, but you'll get the sphere grid. This is the list of his overdrive special attacks and stuff, as well as how he gains the attacks. Like Stoic, it'll charge every time he takes damage. You attack enough, you eventually get Warrior, which charges every time you deal damage. And there's Comrade, which charges every time your comrades take damage. Each character can gain all the abilities in the game except for other characters' overdrives. And eventually, if you max out the sphere grids, which will take a god-awful time, and is one of the trophies I will not be getting, mostly because of how long it takes and all the setup required. But I will be showing as much as possible of each of the characters. The reason I chose the standard is because in the sphere grid, each character has their own little path through it in the beginning that will, what's the word? Basically, it will give them abilities unique to them in the beginning via their playstyle. Like Nova, or Titus technically, he's a speed-based fighter, so he gets magic like Haste, which will give him more turns. He'll gain Cheer, which boosts your attack by 1 point each time you use it. Good for if you're planning on a long fight. Most fights aren't, though. And so on and so forth. Sorry, it's been a while, so I don't really remember every single spot there's a chest here. But there is a chest in these areas. Like a few of them. And I am going to double check them. I will do my best to explain certain things as I find / remember them. Oh yeah, you can press circle to dive under the water. Some areas that's important, but not many. By the way, I will be cheating in some of this. Like using exploits like if undead have a weakness towards holy magic, that means they can die with healing magic. 2 potions. Okay, so this right here, once you you know, find these Albed primers, it will basically sync them from save file to save file. So if you found all the Albed primers in this save file, obviously I can't, or I have nothing to get because the save file doesn't have any on it. But once you say you got all the save or all the primers on this save file, you could, if you started new game, go to a sphere like that, and you would get all of them right off the bat, so you wouldn't have to collect them all over again. Now this, something is written here. Etra mint frana pum dik uv med curved. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. Basically, it's written in Albed. Makalania, that's in pink, that's a place. So words that are, you know, universal like places will always be translated despite the fact that it's technically in another language.
What do we have here? Nope, can't read it.
What that is doing is giving you a hint as to where one of the best weapons in the game is. I believe that one was describing Kimari's, another character that you'll get. I think it says something along the lines of, in the land of rain or lightning or something like that. Look north, not south, or whatever. I don't know. It's been a long time. I can look it up if I want, but I'd rather find the Albed primers, and well, I will be finding them anyways, but I doubt I'll come back here outside of getting a hidden item or two here. But yeah, each character has their own special weapon. Now, I will be getting all the special weapons, but some will require me to grind off screen. But I will not be unlocking all of their abilities. Now, reason being, one of them requires me to get that 000 time on that race course in order to get a certain sigil, and to get the sigil, I have to beat that race course with that time, and I can't do that. I can't. I'm sorry. I have tried so many times. It's possible. It is. I just can't do it. Huh. I just noticed. You can see the treasure chest I just opened and the save spear. I played this game so many times, but I never noticed that I'm facing the way I came. Oh. Usually that only triggers when I go forward, not back. I wanted to see if I could find the hidden little alcove before they ambushed me, but nope. Okay, so don't worry too much about healing right now. Your main goal is to kill these guys so that this guy can pop up. Now this is a special little hidden boss. I say hidden because technically this is a secret area that you can come back to later and refight this guy, who is a lot harder the second time around. Now, I have no idea how, I think he has Demi Fist, so his attack shouldn't kill me. We'll see. Yes, so they shouldn't kill you. And I think once you either get to a certain point in your life, or you attack him a certain number of times, this triggers and the fight's over. It's, as far as I know, not possible to actually lose that fight. Well, it's not possible to win that fight, but not to die, you know what I mean. So don't waste your potions or anything. I know I said I wouldn't talk much during cutscenes, but there's not much talking in this cutscene.
I had made it out of the frying pan and into the freezer. I thought I was gonna die in this place.
Okay, so let's see, what was I? Right. Okay, by like normal person standards, you gotta be strong to do that. That's like solid cinder block. And not small pieces either.
Need fire.
Okay, let's see if I remember right. That's the exit, which isn't open yet. Okay, now do some exploring before you light the fire. You get an ether here. Not that one. There's your tinder. Yeah, come up here. First time I played this game, I didn't know you could come up here until after I'd already done it. Good way to... Oh, that's the save. I was like, what the heck is that? It looks like a monster or something sitting in the corner. But yeah, they don't... Unless you're looking specifically at the map in the corner, especially if you turn off the map. I know some people do. You won't know you can go in there, and you can. But yeah, do when you're in an area, explore. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Okay, so do save this next boss. I say boss, it's a boss now, it'll become a reoccurring monster later. I can say that about a lot of bosses actually. Anyways, this next boss you can actually die with if you know you come on. Oh. Okay, it must be popping for this. I thought that was something I hadn't seen before. Come on. There's your flint. Anyways, with the next boss you can die. So don't be stupid, heal when you need to. Let's actually, cause there was something you could interact with if I remember right. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, you can come back, not to this specific spot later, but to this place. I'm trying not to say names. You can do that later, but that's later, like long time from now later.
I need food. What do you want?
It was a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
You came to say that?
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who, me?
You cried.
I don't know how someone could fall asleep in the cold like that. Or sitting like that. If I was up against a wall maybe, but...
Hey, wait! Don't go out on me! Nah, just hold on. I'll get more wood.
Okay.
Give me a break!
Like I said, it is possible to die here, though it is a little hard to actually do. So be careful, if you get into the yellow, do heal. Oh, looks like I'm at the 5-minute mark, I'm at the 5-minute mark, folks. Oh, one of my favorite characters in video games. The voice actor actually played a lot of my favorite characters growing up. At least the English one. Don't know about Japanese.
You on my side? Cool!
Okay, folks, I'm actually going to leave it here and pick up this fight with the next video. I will see you all soon.